Webb, one of three officials here that are the team that England are sending to the World Cup finals in South Africa. Cuellar. Mikel just stopping Milner getting in behind. Rest their main goalkeeper in this competition. He wouldn't want that. But here's Joe Cole. He's cut across the ball and rather hooked it. And it opened up as he would like from the left onto his right foot.
Another slip as well, Martin. Just watch Cuellar. When we see Joe Cole pick the ball up, he cuts inside him. Watch his left foot slip from under him again, which gives him the room to get the strike. You want, as I say, the best team playing the best football winning.
Here's Villa trying to play their football. And Milner to size up a shot. And it went past the goalkeeper, and for a fraction of a second you just wondered whether it was going to go inside that post.
Well, he thought it was in, didn't he? You can tell by his reaction, Milner. They don't really close him down, do they? Chelsea had three in midfield, but John Terry's the first one out. Doesn't really come out quickly enough, and I'll tell you what, Czech is stretching for this. I think he might have realised at the last second it was just going past the post, but terrific strike from James Milner has had a great...
Another Englishman, Stephen Warnock, takes the free kick. Agbon Lahore turns, brought down. Howard Webb says no. Ray Houghton.
Oh, definite penalty, I've got to say, Martin. I think he just turned him. Certainly Mikel's too tight. There is a pulling of the shirt there. Did he go in for the challenge here? His legs all over him. If you don't win the ball in the box like that, there's only one decision: penalty. And look at the position of the referee. Perfect. I don't know how he can get that wrong. Complex, isn't he, Martin? What is it about Wembley and Aston Villa and decisions that don't go their way, as we've seen against Manchester United?
On that occasion they got onto Milner. Here's Downing. Oh, it's over Czech.
Catches John Carew by surprise, because he feels that if he's not going to get it, John Terry's going to get it.
Drogba and Anelka aren't very good together.
Well, I think he's realised that, hasn't he, the manager, and he's made that choice, one or the other.
It's a good touch by Drogba. Malouda, here comes Drogba. Great block by Warnock.
And I was thought, oh, shall I, shan't I? And in behind him certainly was their player coming in. This is the chance again. And watch the two Villa players actually fall over. Watch Warnock, he's already slipped. He's already gone to ground. You know, Stud's gone from under him. Same's happened to Richard Dunn. But what an excellent block that is. Did he?
Chelsea trying to finish a half much better than they played for most of it. And Joe Cole did well to force Friedel into the save. It was an awkward dropping ball he had to spin on.
Not sure about Stephen Warnock's defending here. Look, he's up against Drogba. He's actually just ducked his head. I don't know what he was trying to do there. He felt he was going to get hit from behind by Drogba. You've got to be more positive so far.
Well, they didn't handle that one so well with John Carew at the near post, and Martin O'Neill knows it was another nearly moment for Aston Villa.
I think there's enough pressure on him here, Martin, as this ball came in. I think it's John Terry the closest to him. Isn't he actually going away from goal as he tries to get the flick? I'm not sure he came off his head or his shoulder. Just agonisingly wide of that far post. And Martin O'Neill. The defenders.
It's Malouda's corner. John Terry going in. And Deco! Hitting it as it dropped.
Tough technique that, isn't it? You know, when it's just dropping in front of you, you've got players coming to close you down. You have to keep your eye on the ball, get your head over the ball to keep it down. I think he just came off the side of his foot, didn't he? Yeah. Always arrowing wide of that goal, but at least they had men in there. It seemed John Terry
been playing, at least in the first half. One or two better signs in the second half. Drogba gets it across beautifully. Now that was very much more like the standards that Chelsea set.
Well, that's that little run I was talking about that Drogba makes, and it's Joe Cole who gets just in front of Brad Friedel, just couldn't get his studs to it.
He offers so much. A quick throw to Ashley Young, who's in behind Chelsea here. Oh, and the final ball again.
What is it? That's a nothing ball. That is a nothing ball. He's not looked for anyone. He could have pulled it back. He could have hit it in hard and low and hope for a deflection of one of the players. This is great play going past John Obi Mikel. Then you've got to do something with it. That's a really poor ball from Ashley Young.
Easy for Dante. Oh, it should have been easy to head it away. And it's put in by Drogba. John Terry was presented with possession, poked it forward, and Drogba, the Wembley specialist, did the rest. It's Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 1.
Well, that's why he's in the team, Martin. It's simple. For incidents like that, it was a really poor defensive header by Richard Dunn, I think it was. He should have went for height and distance. He's headed it straight at the foot of John Terry. He actually had a shot, which was a really poor one, but unfortunately for Villa, but fortunate for Chelsea, it landed at the feet of Didier Drogba, because I think it's Petrov it's picking up. Look, he's just wandered off of him. No one's picking him up. Came into him first time, left-footed strike, nothing that Brad Friedel could do about it. Not sure they come off the post early. They should have stayed on the post, came off them too early. Always taught, stay on the post as long as the ball's in and around the box. Ashley Young's there, he clears it, he stepped up, and it's left Drogba with a simple task of sliding into his left foot to give Chelsea the lead.
His 30th, you would feel, would secure their place in the final again. Going to get it quite like that from the shoot on sight, Frank Lampard. Well, through to Lampard, on to Malouda. Now Kalou. Certainly the shot's on. It's deflected. That's a little example of how Chelsea can break.
Yeah, they can. They've got plenty of pace in the team now, haven't they? Maybe not so at the start of the game, but with the introduction of Solomon Kalou, I think Malouda's been terrific again as the game wore on. The better.
What he'd done was upfield. Lampard, strong blue line from Chelsea here. Kalou might go offside if he's not careful. Ballack with a brilliant ball, converted by Malouda. That's the semi-final one for Chelsea. They'll be back at Wembley on May the 15th.
That's how you cross it, Martin. That's how you cross the ball. England, young England players, take note. There's a German player coming onto the pitch. In 10 minutes, he's showing you how you deliver the ball into the perfect area. And Malouda, coming in at that far post, kept his eyes focused on the ball all the way, and then just side-footed past the helpless Brad Friedel, and he deserves it because he's been excellent in this second half. But what about this for a cross? He could have played it in early to Kalou, he didn't, he waited, and what about that? That is inch perfect, and a side-footed right foot volley, half volley from Malouda, and nothing Friedel could do about it.
Malouda, who got 2 of the 7. Kalou, and it might be by a bigger margin, parried out by Friedel. Oh, and this time Malouda, not so trusty right foot from a bit further out.
Well, he snatched at this one, didn't he? But it was an excellent save initially, wasn't it?
Would have been tough on Villa.
Yeah, it would have been. They don't deserve this, in fairness to them, but they have looked ragged in this second half, and I think they have lost the belief that they can win the game even earlier than the second goal going in, Martin. But the other problem they've got, and Martin O'Neill, is the hoodoo now at Wembley. You know, 2 occasions they've come here, and they'll come away thinking...
And it looks very much as though they're going to get it. Zhirkov. Malouda, he's away here. Petrov is trying to close him down. Anelka can play it on for Lampard, who wants to score all the time and does make it 3-0. A classic counter-attack. If it was Villa's first half, conclusively it's Chelsea's second.
Well, they've just shown the class, haven't they, Martin, in the second half, and look at the runs that they've all made there, how fresh they look getting back and how tired the Villa players were. Malouda involved once again, Anelka in there as well, and Frank Lampard. He's run 70 yards to score a goal. That's what it means to him. You can't even see him in the picture, Lampard. That's how far he's came from. Absolutely fantastic drive and run from Malouda. Little back heel into the path on Anelka. Gets his head up. I thought he took too long there initially. But look at him, coolness personified. He knows instinctively where the goals is. 2 touches out his feet and just bends in that bottom corner. Fabulous finish from a fabulous midfield player.
It's his 22nd of the season. He's recently become the 3rd highest scorer ever. Chelsea fans will stay and celebrate because they're coming back to Wembley on May the 15th. Martin O'Neill will bang on, I'm sure, about the penalty that wasn't given. It was the lucky break that Chelsea maybe needed. Maybe they would have come strong anyway, as Villa would fade. Drogba started it, Lampard rounded it off. In between there was a majestic move with Ballack as substitute, crossing for Florent Malouda. And Chelsea, in the end, very together. And Ray Houghton in the end, Aston Villa well beaten.
Well, they were class told in the end, and Villa had their chances in the first half, but Martin, they didn't create enough opportunities or shots at goal to worry Petr Cech in the Chelsea goal, and in the second half Chelsea just dominated and got the goals that their play deserved.
The holders are in the final again against either Spurs or Portsmouth. They've beaten Aston Villa by 3 goals to 0.